This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Today is Thursday as I'm recording this, but you're probably going to be watching it tomorrow, Friday. It's going to be going up a few hours before the live stream. If you don't know about the live stream, I'm sure you do, but in case you don't, every Friday, 5 PM UK time, we have a beer and just talk about stuff for an hour, usually music and guitar related. Great way to kick off the weekend. Come and join us, it's fun. Anyway, yes, what's this all about then? Well, it's a bit of a gig review, but then again, you knew that from the title of the video. Last night, Wednesday, we went to see the Classic Rock Show. And if you don't know what the Classic Rock Show is, they're a rock covers band. But calling them a rock covers band is a little bit like saying that this chap is good at figuring stuff out. It's true, but it's something of an understatement. We'll talk about the band and everything in a moment, but first of all, the venue, it's the Darlington Hippodrome, local venue to us. That's what it looks on the like on the outside. And here's the inside, and that arrow shows you where we were sitting. So yes, really rather good seats. The wife got us tickets, well, got me tickets, and she came along with it. I've been harping on about seeing the Classic Rock Show for ages, and basically that was my Christmas present from her. So thank you, darling. Much appreciated. Anyway, the band, the Classic Rock Show, who are they and what are they all about? Well, this is the band. As you can see, it's an 8-piece band. I'm not entirely sure that this webpage is up to date. As you can see, it says the Classic Rock Show 20, so that's from a couple of years ago. And the reason I say that is this doesn't look like the drummer we saw last night, but everybody else is the same lineup we saw. As you can see, you have Wayne Banks on bass, James Cole and Pete Thorne on guitar, Jesse Smith, Jess Howard and Rudy Cardenas on vocals, Carl Penny possibly on drums, and Henry Burnett on keyboards, and they're all singing as well. So, you know, here's the thing. This band could easily be, when you look at the set list that they do, they could easily be the world's best AC/DC tribute band, the world's best Who tribute band, the world's best Van Halen tribute band. They are absolutely hyper accurate, and they sound like the original artists, but not in a sterile kind of pinpoint accuracy sort of way. They have got that sort of accurate thing going on, but you know, sometimes you go to a gig and you think, yeah, that sounded just exactly like the record, but I might as well have stayed at home and listened to the record. This was a really good atmosphere, a really good live show. I mean, I'm 55 years old, and the wife, well, I'm not allowed to tell you how old she's going to be this year. It's one of those birthdays. I'm just going to get her 2 30th birthday cards and have done with it. Anyway, moving on. But the point is, we were possibly not the youngest people there, but we were certainly towards the younger end of the demographic, and everybody was up on their feet, clapping, cheering, hollering, shouting, and just having a fantastic time. And, you know, they really know how to work a crowd. I think the secret to it is you could tell that they were having an absolute blast on stage themselves. They were loving what they were doing, and that is infectious. Let's talk about the set that they played. I did have this kind of crazy idea that I'd take a pen and paper along with me and make a note of the set list. Yeah, that didn't happen. I was too busy having a good time. So a few highlights that spring to mind. Well, the opening with Back in Black, and then straight into American Girl by Tom Petty. Then throughout the course of the evening, just a few of the songs that we heard. Money for Nothing, Dire Straits. Wayne, the bass player, did a brilliant version of getting right really close to Knopfler's vocal on that. Then Get Back. And then while we were waiting for them to kind of come on stage, you could see the equipment, obviously, and I saw the guitars on the racks on the guitar, so I'm kind of, you know, having a bit of a nosy, and there's a white double-necked 6-string, 12-string SG. I forget the actual model, but you know the guitar I'm talking about. And I'm thinking, hello, that's either going to be Hotel California or Stairway to Heaven then. And when he picked it up, what did they launch into? well, More Than a Feeling. Have you ever seen a band cover More Than a Feeling before? I haven't, because frankly, who can cover that that iconic Brad Delp vocal? Well, I'll tell you who can. Jesse Smith, Rudy Cardenas and Jess Harwood. They made an absolutely fantastic version of that song. All the harmonies, absolutely pin sharp, and just, as I say, a great, great rendition. Authentic is the word I would use for it. They did go into Hotel California later on in the set. There you can see Pete Thorne and James doing that iconic Don Felder, Joe Walsh outro solo. Apologies about the quality of some of these pictures. I was just snapping away with my phone, trying to get some snapshots to give an idea of the evening. But yeah, fantastic version of the song. And what else did we have? Love Rain O'er Me by The Who. Jump, we had, there's the lineup for Jump. Everybody comes down the front of the stage, apart from the drummer, obviously. Even the keyboard player is playing that iconic Van Halen synth part on the keytar. It was like being back in 1982 all over again, wasn't it? They finished the first half with a stunning rendition of Kashmir. Jesse Smith's vocals on that were, as I say, they could easily be, with that guy singing, the world's best Led Zeppelin tribute band as well. Then we had Highway to Hell. Jess Harwood, the female vocalist. If I had perhaps one small critique, is that I do feel she was underused a little bit. She did a fantastic version of Alana Miles' Black Velvet and Bonnie Tyler's, it used to kind of call it Total Collapse of the Throat, don't we? But no, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Just, if anything, I think it was just a stronger vocal than Bonnie's on that, but fantastic version. I'd love to see more of Jess up the front of the stage, carrying the show from more than just a couple of songs. What else did we have? We had Highway Star. Then they did a tribute to Meatloaf, a full, unedited, unexpurgated version of Bat Out of Hell, which, and I gotta tell you, I had a VHS of years ago of Meatloaf, a Meatloaf concert from, I guess the late 70s, early 80s, and it was good. But this was a better version of Bat Out of Hell than I think I've heard any other band, including Meatloaf, play. This was like listening to the original recording, but hearing the band, but being there with the band while they're doing it. It was absolutely stunning. Then, have I mentioned this one? Pete Thorne did a little bit of a kind of spiel, kind of talking about happy memories growing up listening to Rush, and then they went into Spirit of Radio, and then they rounded off the evening after many more songs than this. It was about 2.5 hours, maybe more, of music. They rounded off the evening with Freebird. Here is the outro solo, Pete and James there, doing that iconic Lynyrd Skynyrd, fortnight-long guitar solo at the end. Absolutely stunning. And I've got another shot here of Pete. Because we're guitarists, let's talk about the guitars he was using. For a lot of the evening, he was using this guitar here. It's not an Explorer, it's an Ibanez, obviously one of the lawsuit era guitars, but what a tone he was getting out of it through his, does he have a signature amp from Suhr? And he was certainly using his Suhr guitars a lot for the evening. Then James was using the double neck SG, and there were Fenders and Suhrs and Gibsons and all kind of droolsome instruments, kind of getting the spotlight shone on them throughout the evening. An utterly fantastic gig, it has to be said. I want to say a big shout out to whoever it was who was doing the sound for this gig. I don't know whether they have their own sound crew that they take with them, or whether it was the in-house sound at Darlington Hippodrome, or whether they hired in a PA company. But what a sound. It was loud. The classic rock show, what do you expect? Of course it's going to be loud, but it was pin sharp, really high def audio, high quality sound, and plenty of it. If you haven't seen this band, then I'll link to their website. Go and sign up. Inevitably, they'll have some kind of newsletter or something where you can get emails and when they're going to be coming to a place near you. sign up for that or find out when they're coming somewhere near you. There's not many dates left on this current tour, so you're probably going to miss out this time, but get yourself there next time that anywhere near you. You will have a fantastic night out, I promise you. I'll also link to some of their YouTube clips, which is how I discovered them. The lineup has changed over the years. Pete Thorne hasn't been with them that long. There's clips up on YouTube that are like 3, 4, 5-year-old where they have another guitarist in his filling that side of the stage, but it's all like really, really high quality stuff, and you'll get a fantastic idea of not only how good they sound, but many of the clips do give you that feeling of the atmosphere in the crowd as well. Absolutely fantastic. It was, I had the time of my life, really loved it. I was pretty much croaky and hoarse this morning from shouting and cheering and singing along so much last night. It was fantastic. After Freebird, I just need to mention, as I say, obviously there was no way they were not going to do a couple of encores, and they came out and did, let me see if I've got the picture here. There you go. You can probably tell from the graphic in the background there exactly what song that is. I missed James out of this shot, I'm afraid. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. And unlike Queen, they did the full version of Bohemian Rhapsody, operatic section and all. It was spine-tinglingly good. It was absolutely, just authentic but atmospheric, it just really good. Then after Bohemian Rhapsody, wallop straight into Won't Get Fooled Again, and that was the last song of the evening, and boy, did they really tear it up on that. Again, I think it was Jesse Smith who was doing the vocals on that. And, he can sound like Bon Scott. He can sound like Roger Daltrey. He can sound like Robert Plant. What a vocalist. These guys could easily all be, major label recording artists, and it is just get yourself there, go and see them. And finally, I just want to say a massive hello to whoever it was who I spoke to at the venue that night. You know what it's like when you're all kind of coming out of the auditorium and you kind of, the crowd's moving towards the foyer again. I just heard this voice from behind me saying, "Is that John Robson? I do hope you're well." I didn't catch your name, mate, but it was nice to catch up with you and nice of you to say hello. So leave a comment down below if you're watching. And sorry because of the movement of the crowd, we didn't get a chance to have a proper chat. But lovely to see you there, and thank you for saying hello. And that is it for this little review of this fantastic gig. As I say, go and get yourself there, go and see them. I hope you've found it useful and informative, and if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not give me a like while you're at it. More importantly, go and check out some classic rock show stuff on the links down below, and the live stream later. Come and join me for a beer and we'll probably talk all about it. I imagine that some of you guys have been to see this band at various places over the years. We can swap notes, and absolutely fantastic gig. I'll see you all later on the live stream. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. See you later, folks. Bye for now.